today's edition of the Met Report.
The annual Rowdy Awards honors the best of the best, both on and off the field.
Over 100 students were arrested at a protest last week at Columbia University.
A new House bill designed to safeguard whistleblowers reporting police misconduct in Colorado.
The MSU Denver soccer team finishes up their preseason.
All this and more, starting right now.
Good morning and welcome to the Met Report. It's Friday, April 24th. I'm Cecilia Perez-Najera.
And I'm Noah Block. As we draw close to the end of this semester, we reflect on the journey we've shared together here at MSU Denver.
This morning marks the final episode of this semester, and it's been a remarkable one filled with challenges, growth, and unforgettable moments.
That's right, Cece. So without further ado, let's get started.
MSU Denver has made history this past weekend by being the first institution in the country to ever implement a hospitality cannabis certificate.
That's right. The movement to implement this certificate is making major headlines, with the cannabis industry in Colorado spiraling, reaching new depths. Our reporter Luke Mestis got the chance to speak with Shannon Donnelly, the driving force behind it all.
MSU Denver Hospitality Learning Center is now implementing new and exciting opportunities in the cannabis industry. This was possible by having a cannabis certificate come into effect. MSU Denver is the first institution in the nation to accomplish the feat.
What's really innovative of what we're doing is that we're rooting it in hospitality, which allows us to talk about every aspect of the industry. And I think there's kind of this piece of, we see why this is innovative is because you can't talk about the sale and or consumption of cannabis without talking about the terpenes in the plants or what you're growing or what you're manufacturing, right? And so I think that's why it's super cool that I had the backing of the school to really be open to looking at the entire supply chain and then ending in responsible sale and consumption.
It all started when Shannon Donnelly and MSU alumni members got together to construct 3 new curriculums revolving around the cannabis field when it comes to hospitality.
So in 2023 is when I started working with the School of Hospitality more on a basis of what can we make these classes into. And that's how we really landed on the certificates and also the 2 levels of certificates, right? Because we have the specialist certificate that is very entry level and gives you that foundation of the cannabis industry. And then our manager certificate teaches you how to run those businesses and also kind of gives you more of that entrepreneurial lens to look through.
This comes within a short while ago, the Mile High City's future in the cannabis industry was looking all but grim.
So when we think about cannabis hospitality licenses, Denver County specifically gives out 3 different license types. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of education on how to run these businesses. So think about a brewery or think about a bar, right? Yeah. Now, let's think about how we can do that with cannabis. And so what we really see is being able to create more entrepreneurs who are interested in this business type and then have the ability to have them start businesses, which will bring tax revenue as well as different opportunities to see how cannabis can be consumed.
But with these certificates in place, Donnelly is hoping that the Mile High City will return to being the Silicon Valley of the cannabis industry.
Which a lot of people don't realize that in Denver and Aurora, you can get cannabis delivered direct to your door. And usually I would say about 50% of that time, you could be meeting our alumni, Michael Diaz-Rivera, when you get that delivery.
This is Luke Mestis with the Met Report.
This past Monday, April 22nd, the Auraria Higher Education Center started the 2024 CPR courses for this semester. The attendees got certified in cardiopulmonary resuscitation and learned how to help choking adults, children, and infants. A recently introduced program offered crucial training in life-saving skills. Participants learned to operate AEDs, apply basic first aid, and effectively handle bleeding, bone injuries, and more. These invaluable classes took place in room 329 of the Tivoli building and were accessible to all students and staff members. The main objective of this training was to certify individuals to respond promptly and efficiently in emergency situations, potentially saving lives in the process. The program stressed the unpredictability of such events, underscoring the importance of being prepared. Participation in these sessions required a nominal $50 fee and advanced registration to secure a spot. For those keen to learn these essential skills, the upcoming training sessions are scheduled for Tuesday, May 21st and Tuesday, June 25th, running from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To register, visit ahec.edu/services-departments and take a step towards becoming a certified lifesaver.
As we close out the 2023-2024 athletic season, MSU Denver hosted their annual Rowdy Awards to honor the best of the best, both off and on the field, court, pitch, and diamond. The volleyball team took home the award for MSU Denver Team of the Year, thanks to their contributions on and off the court throughout the community, coming off their third straight RMAC regular season championship and third straight regional final. The team also averaged their highest team grade point average throughout the department. Other volleyball players receiving awards were outside hitter Riley Halicki, Maddie Williams, defensive specialist Abby McCrimmon, and middle blocker Ember Canty. The women's tennis team won the Community Service Award. Senior baseball and softball athlete Jake Williams, Cami Gamerstoff, and Shelby Robb were honored as senior athletes. And of course, Noah Hanula of men's soccer, Isabel Botero of women's golf, Mickey Berg of softball, Corey Shia of men's track and field, and Maximo Lawler of men's tennis were also recognized for their achievements in their respective sports and around campus.
This past Thursday, the yearly Yard Show took place in the Tivoli Turn Hall. The Yard Show is a great opportunity for students to know more about fraternity and sorority life, and for Greeks to connect and know new members in their community. This is an event that many students involved in Greek life are excited for year-round. Students involved start practicing their choreography since January. Greeks from all over Colorado come to support their organization, and some even came from out of state. And this year, Chi Upsilon Sigma National Latin Sorority brought a professional dance team. Many Greek organizations were at the event, such as Nu Alpha Kappa Fraternity, Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity, Chi Upsilon Sigma National Latin Sorority, Delta Chi Nu Multicultural Sorority, Lambda Theta Nu Sorority, and Sigma Lambda Gamma National Sorority. Well, it's a tradition here at the Met Report to conclude every year with a package dedicated to each of our graduating seniors, and one of them is standing here right next to me. Cece, how do you feel about finishing your academic career here at MSU Denver?
I am so excited. Obviously, this is something that I've been working towards for a long time, so it's a very amazing thing to be able to say that I'm finished, but along with the amazingness of being able to say that I'm done is also the moments like these ones where I have to say goodbye to a lot of my favorite people and a lot of spaces like this one that make it really hard. But and I might sound repetitive. I think I said this in the package we're about to watch, but 2 years ago I walked into this office and my life changed completely, and I had no idea how. But it's been amazing, and I've shared so many wonderful experiences with so many people here, and that's something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. So I'm excited to see what everybody else does while we leave and where we go from here. So it's just exciting and overall just an amazing feeling.
All right, well, our sports producer Brandi Rose stepped up to make Cece's senior package. Let's watch.
Hi, my name is Cecilia Perez-Najera, and I'm the general manager of my TV. I've been here 2.5 years now.
So can you tell me about a favorite memory or favorite memories that you have here at Met Media?
We were in the office, and then on Twitter, there was some update saying that it was when Biden was in town, and there was like a protest going on outside his hotel, and we just dropped everything, went down with 2 cameras, and covered it. It was really fun to just like go out and cover news and impromptu.
When we recorded my first package, she was the one that helped me with everything. And then after we were done recording, we went to go get Starbucks, and she put me on my addiction, which is the matcha latte with 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla and oat milk.
I have to say, probably my favorite memory that I have is in real time being able to be responsible for and witness your hockey obsession unfold.
You can tell that Cece genuinely really cares about you, about the work that is being put out, and like, you know, the office itself.
You know, that there was a day that Cece and Brandi told me, hey, the Jonas Brothers went to a coffee shop downtown, and we really want to go to that coffee shop. And I was like, cool, which location are we going to? Because it says that there's 2 locations. They're like, oh, we're going to this one that's like right on 16th Street. Cool. I said, hey, I can drive us over there, right? You know, they say, oh, no, there's probably not going to be any parking. Fair, it's downtown. Probably not going to be any parking.
My favorite memory of CC was when we all were watching the F1 races over the weekend. It was a really fun time, and I got to give CC a lot of crap because Red Bull won.
Take the train to Union Station. From Union Station, walk all around downtown to find this gosh darn coffee shop. there was a parking spot right outside of the coffee shop. And as annoyed as I was that, my knees began to hurt, it was a great experience. It was a great time walking around, getting to know the city with the homies. But, Cece, next time I say, let's take my car, we're taking my car.
My favorite one has to be when we went to Red Rocks.
When I first started at Met TV and Cece was like, I didn't know what a package was. I had no idea what really anything was. And Cece was like the one person who was like, come with me to do this package and I'll show you how to do it. So that's probably my favorite memory of Cece because she took me like under her wing.
I was doing my MU package on the MSU hockey team. You were there for me. You were like, hey, I'll go with you. I don't know what's going on, but like, I'm happy to help. I saw that light in your eyes. It was over. You were like, I get it. So if you could just tell me, what is your favorite memory of Cece?
Rowdy's cook-off. I didn't know how to be belong here to Tokuru with everyone, but Cece was the first person who invited me to be part of the group, especially because they was looking for a Spanish speaker.
Whenever I started here, she was so welcoming. She explained to me how it was the med and how I could get more involved.
For sending each other hockey edits back and forth, our early morning and late night runs to and from Westminster, Denver, Boulder, Superior, so we can go cover the hockey team and watch some hockey together. Like our little last minute runs to go watch the Avs, spending our last few dollars so we could sit in the nosebleeds. And do you have any last messages for Cece?
I'm gonna miss you so much, Cece. I'm so sad that you're leaving, but I'm really proud of you. You've come a really long way, and thank you for everything.
I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful to have met you. I honestly don't know where I'd be without you.
Cece leaves Met Media way better than she found it, and I'm glad to have been a part of that.
Cece, don't forget about us here at Met TV. We all love you. I love you so much, and I truly wish you the best of luck wherever you go. I know you're going to do great things, and I love you so much.
But my heart goes with you, so Godspeed. I don't know for sure what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, kill it.
No matter where life is going to take you, no matter what path ends up, being the one that you walk down, just know that it's the right path for you.
Cece, whatever you end up doing, I know you're going to do an absolutely great job at it. You were like one of the best leaders we've ever had here in Met TV.
I know that you're capable of anything that you put your mind to. I know that each and every single one of your wildest dreams is going to come true, and I can't wait to be there with you to watch that happen. You have always been such a light for me and for everybody else in this office, and I really don't know where I'd be without you.
Every single one of you has contributed to my life in ways that you will never, ever truly understand. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. Now it's Brandi, Xavier, all of you guys. Thank you for making me a better person. And I hope that translates back to you guys because you guys are amazing.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, can you just share a favorite memory that you have with Cece?
Am I in the wrong studio? Is this not an ice cream shoot?
No, this is not for an ice cream shoot. This is for a senior package for our general manager.
Who?
If you're going to travel this summer, then you should know how strict the transportation security checkpoints at the airport are. Well, we have some news for you about the changes in security checkpoints. Starting at the beginning of May, the International Airport of Denver will be closing the South Security Checkpoint during the night hours. This means that travelers who booked a 5 a.m. flight, the first available after 1 a.m., will no longer be able to check in more than 2 hours early. The start time is going to be from 1 a.m., finishing through 3 a.m. This would help the TSA employees to work at their preferred hours and for travelers to flow through security during the daytime.
With the increase in pro-Palestinian sentiment in universities, the current focus is on Columbia University in New York, where over 100 students were arrested at a protest last week. On April 17th, an encampment of students and other demonstrators sprung up at Columbia. This is in response to the continued destruction in Gaza, with calls for the university to divest from Israeli companies. The president of the university, Dr. Ntepp, warned the protesters on Wednesday last week that if they did not disperse, they would be subject to arrests. Later, Shafiq called in the NYPD to disrupt the protesters. This led to over 100 students being detained. Among those arrested was Isra Hirsi, a student at Barnard, and the daughter of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. The NYPD Commissioner Edward Cabin stated that the students were taken in were peaceful and offered no resistance. This protest has sparked similar encampments to start at other campuses such as NYU, Yale, Berkeley, and even here at Auraria. As of today, these demonstrations are still ongoing.
The Center for Visual Arts and the Department of Arts are unveiling an exciting partnership with Enchroma. Enchroma, a Berkeley-based company, is pioneering color vision solutions for those with color vision deficiencies, commonly known as colorblindness. Their innovative glasses are set to transform lives here at MSU Denver. In collaboration with Enchroma, MSU will be offering colorblind glasses for loan in the Arts Building. These glasses, available for both indoor and outdoor use, come in a range of styles for adults and kids aged 5 and up. The launch event not only sheds light on the color accessibility, but also highlights the strides being made in technology to enhance the human experience. The Met Report's very own news director, Alex Petrich, participated at the event, and he shared with us his experience.
I thought it was very good for people with color blindness. I know it's not as serious as an affliction as some others, but it's for a good cause, I guess. It feels weird to talk about just because, like, you know, colorblindness around me has always been treated kind of as a gag because it hasn't really affected my life negatively in too many circumstances outside of like video editing. But it was nice to see the other side of things. Yeah, and I thought it was for a good cause. It's gonna take a long time to get used to this, just because, yeah, I've lived my entire life in one way, seeing the world in one light, and then to take them off and see the world, or to put them on and see the world in a more natural light, it's surreal. It's one of those things that like you almost can't describe because it's like colors you almost don't recognize. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get used to it. I just didn't realize how little red I had seen in my life. Looks like the color of dirt.
Well, Noah, you are also one of our graduating seniors, so tell us, how does it feel to be finally graduating?
It feels really good to be done. I mean, it's a big accomplishment. I'm definitely looking forward to what comes next, but also, you know, sad that this chapter of my life is over. I mean, I know it's cliche to say, but it is like a big part of my life that's over now, and this organization has just given me so much. It's taught me so much about writing, about production, about telling stories. It's allowed me to meet the love of my life, and it got me a lot of friends, and it's kind of been such a big presence in my life for a couple of years now that it doesn't really feel real, but again, I'm just looking forward to what comes next.
Yes, well, we are glad to have had you. Our reporter, Alex Petrich, made your senior package, so let's take a look at what he did for you.
This is actually a pretty good shot, except for that.
Well, there's a railroad there. What do you want me to do?
Noah Henry Block. What a great name. Rolls off the tongue. I remember meeting him in Art Thomas's class in the spring of 2022. We had to do a podcast assignment. We did it on the Great Emu War. Unfortunately, that file has been lost to time. Maybe. I don't know, I can't find it. But after that, he joined Met Media, and thus began a stellar partnership, covering 420, covering election deniers, Senator Bennett, Mayor Hancock, Attorney General Weiser, 25 pieces of comedy gold, like Lennon and McCartney, Gilbert and Sullivan, Simon and maybe not Simon and Garfunkel. Anyway, Noah Henry Block. 2 years as buds, pals, chums. I guess I'm just stalling before I get sentimental. I'll let everyone else go first.
He has such a, Noah has such like a dry humor or whatever, and it's kind of like his delivery of it is hilarious. And so when we did this sketch at the beginning, just him being him, not even like trying to act or anything, like it makes the scene hilarious.
I think Noah's greatest trait is the way that he pushes all of us, like that push for like bigger and greater videos, packages, and all that. So I think that has helped me a lot. So thank you, Noah.
Being a leader is pretty stressful in this office, especially like week to week when people aren't getting your scripts in, you're not getting your stories. And you're stressed about how many packages you actually have and how many stories you're gonna have on the show the next day. But he keeps a pretty level head through all of that.
His commitment to actually producing quality on our shows. You know, like we were without a script editor for so long, but Noah like stepped up big time to fulfill his role as an executive producer and a script editor at the same time.
Noah's greatest trait is that he's pensive. You can tell he's a thinker. He's not always gonna say what he thinks, but you can tell he's always thinking something skeevy, you know what I'm saying?
The other thing about Noah is that he takes seriously his work here in main media as one of the leadership person. Everything, the story that they, that I have, they always supporting me. They always told me what I did to improve myself.
Keep doing what you're doing and keep your head up, and I know you've got this.
Just do what makes you happy, man. You know, I wish nothing but the best for you. I wish you nothing but, you know, life, love, happiness, and peace.
I think he knows deep down what he wants to do and where he wants to be and how he should do things, and I think that his instincts are pretty dead set, and I think that he should follow those, and he shouldn't let anything else or anybody else get in the way of that.
Yeah, just continue being chill, you know? Go forward and take things seriously, but don't take it too seriously.
No, you need to get out of your shell. You need to get more black friends.
It's been a privilege to work with you for the last 2 years, man. Whether it was writing sketches, going out on Thursday afternoon to get B-roll, playing GeoGuessr in the office, I cherished every second of it. You're a damn fine writer, reporter, actor, and especially a friend. It's enough to make a grown man cry, but I will see you at the house later. Cheers, buddy.
Well, as you can see, graduation is right around the corner, and I, for one, am curious to see what the weather will look like for our last week on campus.
That's right, Noah. It's time to see what we can expect from weather this week over this upcoming week. Let's go ahead and turn it over to the Met Report's very own Melanie Aguirre for the weekly weather forecast report.
Thanks, guys. For today's forecast, we're expecting a high of 69 degrees with winds coming in from the southeast at about 8 miles per hour. There is a slight chance of precipitation later this afternoon, but we can expect rain on Saturday with an expected high of 49 degrees and rainy all day. On Sunday, the temperature will start to increase slightly with a projected high of 59 and mostly sunny skies. As we begin to take a look into next week, temperatures will start to pick back up again. On Monday, we will see a high of 69 degrees and mostly sunny. On Tuesday, we can expect a high of 76 degrees and mostly sunny. On Wednesday, we can expect a high of 60 degrees and sunny with some cloud coverage throughout the day. Thursday, a high of 75 and again, some cloud coverage. Friday, a high of 73 and some cloudy skies as well. That is all I have for you today. Please stay tuned and we'll go back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Melanie.
Melanie is also one of our seniors this year.
That's right, and in honor of Melanie's last time here, let's take a look at this send-off video that our team has made for her.
Yeah, Melanie, whenever she comes into the space, there's a bliss that comes over the room. She's always smiling and confident, and, you know, happiness is contagious. So, you know, I'm always really grateful when Melanie comes through and shares the space with us.
You have a lot of great qualities, but my ultimate favorite one is how hardworking you are. You put so much hard work into everything you do, and like I've seen it like everywhere you go, and I admire you because of that.
She's a very professional reporter, and I think that's been made evident by her success in her career so far. I think she's very diligent, she's very deadline oriented, and it's just going to set her up for success in the future.
What I love about Melanie is that she is like the most like beautiful person that I know, both inside and out. She is like a literal walking ray of sunshine. She always comes in with a smile on her face, is ready to help and ready to like get her hands dirty and do whatever it takes to help people out. And she's just always like bringing up the mood, and I always just love seeing Melanie. Like she always puts a smile on my face. She's just, I love her to death.
She's so
she's just so nice and she thinks things through so eloquently, and I wish I thought like her. Her brain is just amazing.
I really love Melanie's drive. I noticed when I came to Met TV that Melanie was working here and then she had to stop due to an internship. So I thought that was really cool that she like made the adult decision to choose something that was going to further her career.
Seems like she's really passionate about what she does. She seems really devoted to the work that she does. Very diligent, very hardworking. But even also, she seems really caring. She seems like, the people that she is friends with in this office, she seems like she supports them really well. She seems like she holds them in really high regards.
We're glad to have her.
Well, Melanie, how do you feel about wrapping up your final season here at Met TV?
It's definitely a bittersweet moment, like you said before, but I'm going to take each one of you in my heart and everything that I've learned here and hopefully go on and be the great news reporter that I want to be.
Awesome.
Well, it's always nice to hear all the amazing things our colleagues have done over their time here.
Yes, it is, Noah, and there's absolutely no shortage of that today because our senior show send-offs continue.
That's right. Make sure you stick around because after the break, we have senior Miah and Ntepp with politics.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Miah and Ntepp, and as always, I'm here to bring you all the latest news in politics. Let's jump in. Now, last Tuesday, House Bill 24-1460, designed to safeguard whistleblowers reporting police misconduct in Colorado, passed its House Judiciary Committee. Now, this bill stems from former police officer Mackenzie Reese's experience of being sexually assaulted by a colleague. Reese's decision to report the incident led her attacker's indictment and conviction. Now, Reese advocates for HB 24-1460, which mandates investigations into misconduct allegation and holds agencies accountable for inaction. However, law enforcement groups are arguing that existing protocols are sufficient enough, and many who testified are frustrated about the bill's last-minute introduction, deeming it irresponsible and unnecessary. State Representative Leslie Herod, a primary sponsor, counters, emphasizing the necessity of holding bad actors accountable. Supporters argue it's long overdue to weed out bad cops. Now, on Wednesday, President Biden signed a bipartisan spending bill into law with wide-reaching ramifications. The most significant portions of the bill provided billions of dollars in aid to Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, and Taiwan. Now, President Biden has long requested Congress to pass funding for Ukraine, which has been at war with Russia for 2 years. In a separate bill, the president signed legislation that would ban TikTok in the United States if its parent company, the Chinese-based firm ByteDance, does not divest the app within the next year. TikTok continues to be one of the most popular apps among young Americans, which represents a crucial voting bloc for Biden come November. Now, this legislative session has been nothing short of eventful. Let's go to my coverage at the Colorado Capitol to bring you insights from lawmakers, experts, and stakeholders on the most pressing issues that have dominated the legislative landscape in the state government so far this year. I'm outside the Colorado Capitol, where we've given you updates on legislation coming this session, from Health and Human Services to Judiciary, all the way to abortion rights. I was able to catch up with some of the legislators to see what bills came through this session in essentially a legislative wrap-up. Let's hear what the representative had to say. The number of bills introduced in the 2024 Colorado legislative session is the 5th highest in the last 25 years. 4 sessions have had more than 700 bills, with 2003 at the high point. According to data from the Office of Legislative Legal Services, the Colorado House has introduced 462 bills, while the Colorado Senate has introduced 211. And the legislative session has not finished up quite yet, with it wrapping up mid-May. I was able to interview Tim Hernandez, Colorado's first Gen Z State House representative, on what legislation was passed this year.
What's up, everybody? This is Tim Hernandez. I'm the state representative for House District 4. I'm the first member of Gen Z to be elected to the Colorado State House. As far as a wrap-up for this session, we've seen a lot of rapid fire in terms of healthcare policy relating to expanding gender-affirming care and making sure that we can enshrine the right of abortion in the state of Colorado. We've seen some good immigration policy, $24 million to Denver public schools, including one of my bills that's going to be expanding and the access to driver's license by eliminating the 2-year minimum residency requirement. We've had a lot of housing justice bills come through with things like warranty of habitability and for-cause eviction, which are renter protections for folks that are renters like me. We've had some good educational policy where we're now setting the budget stabilization factor to 0 so we can fully fund our schools for the first time since 1989. And my bill for cultural items at graduation passed and will be signed into law, meaning that your school district can't tell you what to wear to represent your culture at graduation. And then ultimately we've had a big conversation about gun violence here at the state capitol this year. We've really been, there's been more gun violence bills this year than any other year before. We've seen things like safe storage, things like sanctuary sites where you won't be able to carry a gun regardless of whether it's concealed carry or not, on a college campus, at the museum, at the library, and we still have my bill, the assault weapons ban, which passed out of the Colorado House for the first time in Colorado history, and now it's sitting over in the Senate. And so there's been a lot of kind of policies, fast and furious around here, but trying to do the people's work, and hope to see y'all soon.
To find out more about the 2024 legislative session, find your legislator, or more about specific policies, go to www.leg.colorado.gov. As is tradition here in the Met Report, all graduating seniors will get their package made by one of our reporters here. One of those seniors is me. This one is made by our very own Xavier Gauthier and Tyson Sintas, who worked together and made the package as a send-off. Let's take a look.
And he was behind the desk cracking jokes and doing this little finger trick. It wasn't this one, it was a different one. I forget how it went, but I was trying to get him to tell me how to do it. He wouldn't tell me, but
his jokes.
I don't think I have a particular memory that I miss from Miah, but he was always like my second person that was never like into sports or something like that. Like I didn't feel like I was the only one.
I feel like overall it's just all the times that he calls me a sports jock and makes fun of me for liking sports.
Because I'm not a jock, man. I'm a nerd. I just like basketball, man. But yes, that constant teasing, it was always funny.
It was actually recent, but it would have to be we bonded over talking about mimosas and going to bottomless mimosas.
It was me, Miah, our friend Stevie, and our friend Josiah, and we were just out late at like City Park. And it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, but we were like running around, just drinking orange soda, climbing on monkey bars, and just having like a great time, like just dudes being dudes.
Miah, whatever you end up doing out there, I know you're going to do a great job. You're a hard worker here in the office, and I know you're going to do absolutely great things over wherever you work at, whether it's somewhere in politics or just wherever in media production. I know you're going to do a great job. Good luck out there.
Miah, love you, sending you so much love. You are such an incredibly funny and amazing person. You always make me laugh every time you come into this office, and I'm definitely gonna miss having you around, but I know your little runs to the Capitol or the Senate or whatever it is, the way that you see sports is the way that I see politics, but I know you are off to do amazing things, and I'm so grateful to have you as a friend.
I know you're going to do great things. I can't wait to vote for you for president. Seriously, you've got a huge future ahead, and I'm just very thankful that I got to work with you.
You're gonna do great, man. You are such a dedicated reporter of politics. You've made the connections, you dress the part, you act the part, you write the part. You have unlimited potential, man. Seize it.
Miah, you're gonna do so many great, amazing things, dude. This place is just the beginning for you, and I can't wait to see everything that you're gonna do, because you're gonna do amazing.
Miah, you are such a hardworking, smart, diligent young man, and I know that you're going to do great things in life because of what you do, who you are, and how you do everything you do. And I just want to wish you the best luck, and yeah, God bless you.
As a send-off, I just hope that you, Miah, do great things. I know you're going to, and I hope that you find prosperity in whatever field that you continue on to.
I'm so proud of you, Miah, and I'm so happy that you're finally leaving this place. But I'm really sad because I'm gonna miss you, and you've been a big part of my journey, always encouraging me and helping me in whatever I needed around either the studio or the office. So I'm gonna miss you a lot, but I'm really proud of you, and I can't wait to see what you decide to do after.
It's been great being on this journey with you, bro. You know, I felt like a lot of times when I didn't feel like anybody understood like where I was in this college life journey and this college career. You were there to understand, and you were right there with me. So, you know, it feels amazing to be able to graduate with you, my brother, again. Second time in a row, you know what I'm saying? Same institution, same year, same class, you feel me? So, yeah, I know you're gonna kill it out here in the world of politics. I know you're gonna make some great change in legislation. And even if not that, I know you're gonna make some great change with the media that you create in this political world. So thank you for everything, brother, and wish you the best.
Well, it's been an amazing journey here, and thank you for everyone who tuned in. But don't leave just yet, because after the break is my great friend Xavier Gauthier with sports. For the last time, I'm Miah Ntepp, and wherever I'm around, I hold it down like a wave cap. Have a great day, everyone. What's up, sports fans? It's Xavier Gauthier here to bring you the top stories in the world of sports. MSU Denver's women's golf team is approaching the end of their season. Last week, the team was in Boulder City, Nevada, where they played in the RMAC Championship. The team played 3 rounds of 18 holes and placed 4th on Sunday, 6th on Monday, and 5th on Tuesday. Isabel Botero and Sydney I both had the best scores for the team, with Botero going 74, 78, and 76 in 18 holes in the 3 days, and I going 77, 76, 75. Our reporter Laryss Rodriguez was able to get a word with the two on the tournament.
I think we all came off the green and shed a few tears about it, just because it's been such a major part of our lives, and this chapter was closing.
You know that was going to be off. You're not going to play college golf forever, and it's kind of like a process. When you're a freshman, you're getting a hold of it, then sophomore, junior year, you're just getting better, and then senior year, preparing exactly for this to wrap it up and move on.
In the past months, the MSU Denver soccer team has been playing its preseason to prepare to play the new NCAA Division II tournament this fall, where they'll head to Colorado Springs to take on the Air Force Academy. This past Friday, they matched up against Casper College to finish the preseason. Despite the fact that snow started falling before the game and the temperatures decreased steeply, early in the first minute, the Roadrunners got ahead in scoring from the 12 steps at the penalty scotch, and they dominated the entire first half until they reached the second goal just before halftime. With the match ending with a score of 2-1, the Roadrunners finished their spring preseason on the right foot. Now, with their sights on the fall, the MSU Denver soccer team will organize a summer camp at the Assembly Athletic Complex from June 15th to June 16th. To register, just visit roadrunnersmensoccercamp.com. While the Rocky season is already over, go Braves, by the way, MSU baseball's coming to a brighter close. The Roadrunners will begin their final regular season series on Sunday against Colorado Mines. MSU enters their final series with a record of 27-19, going 18-10 in conference play. The Roadrunners are also riding a 5-game win streak after sweeping Colorado Christian and splitting the series against Adams State. The series will comprise of doubleheaders on Sunday and Monday, and after that, it's off to the RMAC tournament in early May. Last Friday, April 19th, a video went viral showing an unauthorized person in the cockpit of a United Airlines plane while the plane was at cruising altitude. That person was the Colorado Rockies hitting coach, Hensley Mullins, when a United Airlines charter was flying from Denver to Toronto. The video originally posted to social media by the coach himself appeared to show Mullins sitting in one of the plane's 2 pilot seats while the flight was en route to Canada, causing United Airlines to withdraw the pilots from future services, while the Federal Aviation Administration is investigating the incident as allowing access to the flight cabin to an unauthorized person violates federal regulations. Mullins was not available for comment in the Rockies clubhouse on Friday, but Rockies manager Bud Black said Mullins apologized to the organization, the team, and to United, clarifying that his job was not in jeopardy. And now, for the final senior package today, we have one dedicated to yours truly. Dylan, who will be taking over from me as general manager of Met Radio next year, was kind enough to make this package, which I have yet to see. So, let's roll the tape.
So Xavier he's just a really genuine guy who's willing to like help you with almost anything. Even with school projects that aren't related to work, what we get paid for, he is there to help. And I don't, there's not many people who are that willing to just put themselves on the line to go out of their way and help you. And that's something I've really appreciated with Xavier. And outside of that, he's just one of the coolest guys I've met, very chill, and fun to be around. So it'll be sad that he's gone and that we'll be moving away from him, but it makes me happy that I've had the time here with him.
I don't really have a specific one. Mine is like basically all of the moments that we're in the office together since we started sharing from the same office. He's just always been there, and he's always said a bunch of funny stuff and made the perfect jokes at the perfect time and knows what to say and make me feel better. So those are my favorite memories.
The game-winning shot. It has to be the game-winning shot. I played good defense up until the last second, and my heart was ripped out of my body. It banked in, but he didn't call bank. But yeah, that was when I realized he was a good guy.
So my favorite memory with Xavier is definitely from last summer when we were all at Will's graduation party. And we were playing 3v3 basketball. Xavier drafted me to his team. He said that I was his KCP, and we went on to defeat Alex's team and win the title, thanks to Xavier's clutch buzzer beater. So that's probably my favorite memory.
My favorite memory is not necessarily one in specific, but it's just kind of like, as we've grown closer, just like making more funny, stupid jokes that we do in the office of like just becoming kind of as bros become closer, we make funnier jokes, and we're kind of just like that development has been really fun.
And Xavier, going forward, keep it real, man. Keep going. That's all I have to say.
Never change. Keep being you. We love you. I love you. You're a great person, and I hope that you always stay that way.
Always take pride in your art. Never lose faith in your art, because it is great art. It's great music, and allow it to flourish at any given opportunity, man.
You're always giving 100% to everything you do, and there's not a doubt in my mind that you will go out there and do great and amazing things. You going and working with youth in the community and talking to Jamal Murray and Zeke Naji and Justin Holiday is just scratching the surface for the potential that you have. So wishing you nothing but the best, and always got your back.
Keep pushing and doing what you're doing with music, and eventually your time will come. It's sick.
Well, that's all I've got for sports. This is Xavier Gauthier signing off for the final time. Take care, and may the game continue to bring you joy and excitement. Back to you guys at the front desk.
Thank you.
As we look back, let's remember the friendships we've forged, the knowledge we've gained, and the experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. It's been a journey of learning not just in our work, but about ourselves and those around us.
So as we say farewell to this semester, let's carry forward the lessons learned, the memories made, and the connections formed.
Thank you for joining us on this adventure. From all of us here at the Met Report, we wish you a restful break and success in all of your future endeavors. For the last time, I'm Noah Block.
And I'm Cecilia Perez-Najera, signing off. Thank you and goodbye. Oh my God, that kind of hurt.